welcome back to my channel. My name is 𝙨𝙗𝙗𝙧𝙞𝙗𝙗 and I make videos every week that document my self-growth journey. So today's video is part 2 of the Q&A series that I'm doing. The part 1 is going to be linked here. Actually, it'll be up here, I think. Who cares? It'll be in the description for sure. So that'll be part 1 if you wanted more questions, and this is part 2. If you look in the description, I have actually posted timestamps. So you can get to the questions that you care about and not worry about the questions that you don't care about. And also, subscribe if you would like to subscribe. If you want to support my channel, you can like this video, comment in this video. It will increase engagement levels, help my channel out a lot. Or I've actually started a donation thing, which is kind of spooky because I feel wrong to ask for help financially, but it's there if you feel called to help me out. It just allows me to do more of this for you. And so it's like a link in the description. I'm shy to talk about it. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. It's like, you'll figure it out if you want to do it. But anyway, whatever you do, even if you just watch this video, thank you so much for being here. Anyway, let's get started today. Ooh, this is from one of my closest friends. Her name is Marcel. So did you fall into depression when you ran away from your parents? At Queen__Mercy. I was depressed before I ran away from my parents. It was like ran away. Like I have this story time video about how I moved out. I explained in that video, it didn't happen in one event. It was like over a couple events. And before I chose to make the decision and I was at home still with my family and I was still under their control and under their influence, that's when I was depressed. When I left, there was a lot of difficult feelings that I had to process, but as soon as I left, it was like uphill from there. It was like down from living at my parents. And then as soon as I left, it started getting better and better and better over time as I started learning how to deal with things and deal with the guilt, deal with the shame, deal with the like fear, everything. It's just like you have these difficult feelings, but at a certain point you realize that you are in control of how you feel about things. Just by changing your perspective, it changes your moods, it changes your life. So no, after I moved out, I was not depressed. It was before I moved out when I was depressed. It just kept getting better and better and better. I think that's also something that most people are worried about when they know that they want to leave a toxic situation, but they're scared of feeling worse afterwards. If you are feeling the need to leave a situation and it's just like feels like it's coming from within you, like inner guidance, follow that because it's there for a reason. And once you follow that, you're going to discover that, wow, you are in control of everything that's going on in your life and you are free. You are free to do whatever you want. And yes, you'll have difficult emotions because you're going to have all these conditioned beliefs that you're going to be processing and letting go of, but you're starting the healing journey as soon as you leave the toxic situation. And it's all uphill from there. No matter what people try to tell you, no matter what your thoughts try to tell you yourself, like it's going to be positive. If you are in a toxic situation and you get out of the toxic situation, you're always going to have a more positive time outside of the toxic situation because then you can actually focus on getting better. When you're still in the toxic situation, it's really hard. You don't have the space to heal because you're still in the process of like receiving the trauma. Okay. Next question is, what is it like living with your partner? This is asked by @KaisGram_. I love it. I've been living with Garett for like ever since we started dating, really, because we met at university. We have a how we met video if you're curious, but yeah, I started living with him in first year in our first like month of our relationship. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. It's just like having someone always there to support you, like no matter what mood you're in. If you're happy, you can share happiness with them. If you're sad, you can share sadness with them. And like that is definitely something that was difficult and hard for me to deal with because you have to worry about two people instead of just yourself. If you are feeling happy but your partner is really, really upset, and you live with them and you're with them all the time, it's going to be a bit difficult for you to stay happy. Like it's a very like connected mode of being, and I would not ever change it. I love Garett. Our bond is so strong. I could be with him 24. I am with him currently 24/7. We've always been like that since the beginning of our relationship. We've always spent all of the time that we can together. We've spent it together, and it's been amazing. And it's just, we're so close, and our relationship is so strong, and I just love him so much. And every single day, I just love him more and more and more, and our relationship is better and better and better. And it's just, I love it. Okay. How do you cope with being the black sheep in the family? I am right now, and I haven't even left, and it makes me really depressed, feeling like I don't belong. I'm actually not the black sheep of the family. I feel like when I think of what a black sheep of the family is like it's you against everyone else. I've been very, very lucky that all my younger sisters, I have 3 younger sisters, they all support me, and they are all, like, they love me, and they understand me to some extent, whatever, depending on where they are and what stage they were in when we were going through all of this. But they've always understood me, and they've never made me feel bad. It was always my parents who I went against, but my sisters, they're going through the same thing that I went through, you know, like they get it. So I've never actually felt like the black sheep of the family, which is super nice, and feel really grateful for it. It's hard for sure. Like it's hard if it feels like it's you against everyone else. But I think what you need to focus on is not the fact that you don't belong. You have to find a support system outside of your family of people that make you feel like you do belong. And you have to realize that your family doesn't have to be consist only of your blood relatives. That saying like blood is thicker than water, it's not really true, because your family, the closest people in your life, doesn't matter if you're biologically connected to them or not. All that matters is that they support you, and they support you for exactly who you are, and they accept you. And try to find those people that accept you for who you are, and you'll start to let go of those beliefs of feeling like you're a black sheep. Also, if you are in a similar situation to I am, I don't know much based on your comment, but if you are in a similar situation to what I was, if you're from a South Asian culture, if you go into my Instagram, if you look in the bio, there's a Facebook group, Brown Girls Rising. And if you join it, there's a whole community of us. If you read everyone's stories and you start connecting with us there, you won't feel like the black sheep, because you're not alone. There's so many of us going through this stuff. I think they're saying I'm Pakistani, but Pakistani, I have siblings who have lived a double life even after they're married. Meaning they drink heavily, party, do drugs, wear non-modest clothing, and have different social media accounts. Why do I hate living a double life more than they do? Because you are a fucking authentic person. You are honest. You know what's up. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. And you know the fact that you're not going to be happy having to keep up with a double life. You know that. And that's how I felt too. Like I would see like other people in my life that were going through similar experiences, but were so okay with leading this double life. And the way that I process it now is for whatever reason, they just don't have the strength to confront their issues. That's just what it is. It's hard. Obviously, like what I did it was not an easy process. And I really, I had to build up the courage to do what I did. And for the people who are okay with living a double life, they don't have the courage. Straight up. That's it. Like they just don't have the courage to accept who they are. Like it's not fun to live a double life. It's not easy. It sucks. It causes so much anxiety. And no one should have to live like that. No one. Like it's being our authentic selves, being our vulnerable selves, just expressing ourselves to the world as we are inside is the quickest way to happiness. And you understand that. You understand that at a core level. It's a deep wisdom that's within you. And you should feel so grateful for that and so happy. And I know it's hard because now you're like, fuck, like I wish I could just live a double life just like everyone else and just like have the easy way out. But I assure you that is not the easy way out. This is hard at first, but then it's smooth sailing after you get over those initial difficult feelings. If you keep In a double life, you are dealing with difficult feelings every single day. You're just going to be in a state, like I was when I was living a double life. You're just in a state of anticipation and anxiety because you're always lying all the time and you're not honest. And it's just, oof, terrible. You don't want that. You want to be free. And we are free. And you have the full control to be free. You just have to build up the courage and just trust that everything will be okay, and build up a connection with yourself, and just build up a support system around you of people who understand you and people who want to support you, and just fucking go for it. Fucking live the life that you want to live, and live it honestly, because that is what we're here to do. We're here to experience life, and we're here to be happy. That's what we are alive on this earth for. We are here to experience joy. Period. Being a South Asian, virginity is considered the ultimate honor. How did you feel comfortable enough to overcome this and have sex for the first time? Asking because I have this fear constantly that I will be discovered if I have sex with my partner. First of all, if you decide to have sex with your partner, how is anyone going to find out? It's like a thought that you're having that is unfounded on truth. There is no way that they're going to find out unless you get walked in on, or you have like condoms or something lying around and things like that. But just doing it, it's not like you're going to do it and then you're going to be like emitting this like message to everyone that you come across that you've had sex. No, it doesn't work like that. There's not like something out to get you that is going to like punish you for doing it. Actually, it depends on what your belief is. But for me, when I like started this relationship with Garett, and I was so in love with him, and it was just like, why would God not want me to experience this joy and this pleasure and this like love, this like act of love? I don't get it. Like, if God is love, then why would he care so much? And that's like what my train of thought was. And so I just did it. And also it was a bit easier for me too. Like, I wasn't so scared of being found out because I was living away from home. But yeah, you just have to realize that it's not wrong. At Kai's Gram also asked, views on sex before marriage. I think it's perfectly normal, but a lot of the South Asian culture doesn't. Like I just said, I think there is, personally for me, I think there is nothing wrong with sex before marriage, because why would God give us these urges and then be mad at us for doing it? Like, for me, God is love. The universe is love. It's all love. And there's no punishment. Like, if you're a bad person and you like kill people, do all of these like negative things that like actively harm other people, you're going to get your punishment here in this life. Because if you kill someone, like, I doubt you are a very happy person if you feel the need to kill someone. So there is your punishment. Like, you just live in a life of stress and hate and anger and all these negative feelings. Having sex is an act of love. It's literally like called making love. So why would God be mad at that? And that's my belief. It's obviously up to everyone. Marriage is just like some words you say to someone else. I don't know. This is just going back to like religious thinking. I'm not religious, therefore I don't think it's bad at all to have sex before marriage. I think it's a perfectly normal thing to do. As long as you're safe, it's fucking good. At Abasi_1028. Hey girl. How's home life and what was it like moving out? Home life? Like now in isolation, it's great. I'm honestly like loving it because I'm just really able to focus in on myself and what I want, and I don't have to go anywhere and no one's expecting me to be anywhere, and I can just do whatever I want whenever I want. So it's been amazing and I'm having a great time. I really, really, really am. And what was it like moving out? I made a whole story time about what it was like moving out, but it was hard at first, and then it just got better and better and better and better and better, and I was just happier and happier and happier and happier and happier, and now I'm here. The happiest. Did you teach your boyfriend how to speak Urdu or maybe some words? This is asked by, I don't know how to say your name. I always talk to you at Bitto_HH. Hi. So I want to teach Garett how to speak Urdu. We've actually wanted to make a video of me teaching him some words, but I don't know, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, I definitely would love to teach him Urdu. I also want to teach him Urdu because it'll help me practice my Urdu, because I'm not around people who speak Urdu anymore, and mujhe lagta hai ki main bhool na jaun. Even now, it's like there's some words jo mujhe एकदम से नहीं याद आते, लेकिन नहीं, मुझे बहुत उर्दू बहुत अच्छी लगती है. मुझे लगता है कि बहुत ब्यूटीफुल लैंग्वेज है और मैंने और प्रैक्टिस करनी है और मैंने गेरेट को भी सिखानी है. लेकिन आई थिंक राइट नाउ मुझे नहीं पता कैसे मैं करूँ, लाइक कैसे मैं. आई थिंक हम थोड़े वर्ड्स से स्टार्ट करेंगे, लाइक we'll start with some words, a couple of words, but जब टाइम होगा सिखाने का मैं सिखा दूँगी. When the time comes to teach him, I'll teach him. I'm not going to stress about it right now. We have our whole lives ahead of us. How amazing is that? Okay. What are you most looking forward to when quarantine/COVID is over? This is asked by Paris. Hey, Paris. At Paris_gap. Like I was saying, I freaking love quarantine because I just get to do whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm loving life. I'm getting deep into my spiritual practices. I'm learning how to play the piano. I'm learning Spanish. I'm reading. I'm journaling. I'm just connecting with so many people and just, it's been amazing. But I think what I do miss is going out to eat at restaurants. That was one of my favorite activities and has been stripped away from me. But I guess that's what I'm excited for most of all. Next question, would people give you stares whenever you were out in public with Garett? This is asked by @rupa_comp. Again, hi girl. So yes, actually I remember being like walking down the street with him and it would always be brown people. It would always be aunties that would just stare at us holding hands or something. And at first I was like very uncomfortable about it, but then I just found it very amusing. And I would always be like, Garett, look at those people over there, they're staring at us. Let's just stare at them. And then we'd like look up and make eye contact and it'd be really awkward and really entertaining. And yeah, for sure. Because people are just like, the people who are against it, like people who are stuck in the cultural conditioning, honestly, they're just curious about it. They're like, this is interesting. White guy, brown girl, like this ain't gonna be good for her. Her life ain't gonna look pretty for a bit. And it's true because like they know what's up. They know. And so I guess it's just like curiosity. But yeah, never anything like, no one was giving me evil eyes or anything. It was more just like looks of like, this is interesting. Yeah. Next question is, how was your relationship with your parents before you left? Sorry, I've been filming for like 2 hours, so I'm zoning the heck out. My relationship with my parents before I left, I was not in a great relationship with my dad. I've never had a really great relationship with my dad, unfortunately. So that didn't change much. But with my mom, I was actually quite close to my mom. And before I had the secret of dating Garett, like I would tell her everything because I never did anything that would be against her belief system. So we were pretty close. And even over the past couple of years, whenever I have been in contact with her, my mom and I are very, very similar. Even in our spiritual beliefs, like she has like the religion of Islam that's kind of framing the way she thinks about some things. But overall, like her concept of existence and everything is very, very similar to mine. And so there's a lot of times where we have some like really deep discussions and just long, like hour-long talks about life and just things. And I love my mom. Like, she's so smart, she's so strong. Like, I admire her a lot. Unfortunately, we're at a place right now where we're not on the best of terms. But yeah, like my relationship with my mom was really good before. She was really close. We were really close. And then this whole thing happened and now we're at a place we're not really talking, and yeah, it sucks, but I also have faith that with enough time, things will work out, and I will be able to have conversations with my mom again, and that our relation, like now that everything's out in the open, now that they know that I'm not Muslim, and they know everything about me, and I'm being open on my YouTube channel, whenever we continue our relationship, it's going to come from a very pure place, and I'll probably become best friends with her if she chooses that, if she chooses to speak with me again, but we'll see what happens. Next question, are you still pursuing the side projects from previous videos, jewellery, etc.? Can't remember all, but remember you having more. If yes, will you make videos on them in the future? Love. I read this comment and I was like, oh my god, someone remembers what I talk about in my videos. So the jewelry thing that this person is talking about is I at one point was about to start a jewelry brand where I made 3D printed earrings to start with. And the reason that is on hold, we have a 3D printer and everything, like we have all this stuff to do it. The only reason it's been on hold is because I have been focusing right now on my YouTube channel and growing this and growing my Instagram, and there's some other things that I want to do before I get to that. By the way, these earrings that I'm wearing right now, they're made out of polymer clay, and they're by this small business, local business. It's like this one girl in Toronto. She's so cute. At viv_jewellery. Seeing her earrings that she's handmade has really kind of got me thinking more about the types of earrings and jewelry I would like to make, because earrings are just like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I am in love with earrings. I just feel like they just hype up my outfit, if that makes sense. And I would love to continue that, but I'm just not the right time right now. And when I do continue that, I will for sure make videos about it. Of course, you already know I'm gonna be making videos about it. I make videos about everything going on in my life that's exciting. Sorry, there's like a flosser, ew, on the ground. But yeah, anyway, oh my god, I have been filming for so long, I'm so tired. How did you feel watching the movie Khabi Khushi gham, given everything you've been through with your own parents? I'm assuming you've watched it since it's such a classic. Honestly, I've watched it, but I watched it when I was really young, so I didn't really like digest any of the story. I don't really remember much about it. For some reason, it keeps coming up, and I love the songs from it. Like, I know the songs from that movie. So I don't know, maybe it's time to watch it. Like, for me, it's like Bollywood movies. My dad was, and mom even, were not about it. They didn't like Bollywood movies, so we never watched Bollywood movies. The only time we were exposed to Bollywood movies was when we were at my cousin's house. And we didn't watch movies with them that often. So honestly, I am not the person to go to for Bollywood movie knowledge. Okay, next question. Were you ever confused about which career path you wanted to pursue before deciding on computer science for university? If so, what else were you considering at the time, and how did you decide on computer science? This is so funny because I'm currently in a situation where I've been thinking a lot about my career. When I was in my last year of high school, and I was trying to think of what I wanted to study in university, there was like two main things that came into my head. It was like computer science and becoming a therapist, which might seem weird, but I've always like really enjoyed learning about chemistry. Maybe that's chemistry. What am I talking about? I'm so freaking tired right now. I love learning about psychology and how our minds work, which is probably why I'm so obsessed with my self-growth journey and like paying attention to my thoughts and seeing how everything's working for me and things like that. And I've also always wanted to help people. Always. Like when you're younger and people are asking you like, what do you want to be when you're older? Like, I always had a hard time coming to a single occupation, because the answer that would always come in my head was like, I want to help people. And then people would be like, okay, so you want to help people? Do you want to be a police officer? Do you want to be a firefighter? Do you want to be a doctor? How do you want to help people? And I'm like, I don't know. None of those. The thing that I did know that I didn't want to do, I honestly didn't want to do a master's. Even going into my undergrad, I was like, I don't want to do more school after I finish these next 4 years. And so therefore, I decided on computer science because I was always really interested in tech, and I was always good at tech, and like it came very intuitively to me, learning different things. And then in high school, I had started experimenting with web development already, and so that was just like the clearer path for me, and which is why I took that. And then now I'm at a point where I am kind of making a small shift. I was working as a web developer for the past year after I graduated. As a freelance web developer, I've made videos about this on my channel. But I have let go of that for now because I have realized that what I really like I do enjoy coding and I do enjoy programming, but it's not something that I get excited about doing. What I get excited about doing is making these videos, is connecting with people. And then going back to my desire to be a therapist, like I would love, like one of the things that I guess I have always known is that I want to help people one-on-one. And so everything is like starting to fall into place. It's really exciting. I don't have all the details yet, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I'm doing the self-development course that I've been talking about in the past couple of videos with this life coach named Adriana. It's opened me up to like a huge world of possibility. Life coaching. I don't have to go to school. I work from my self-experience. It allows me to integrate spirituality. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out how to get into the life coaching space. So that's where my next career move is going. So yeah, like everyone's confused about their career path. You never know until you know. And even then, like even when I start doing the coaching and everything like that, I might realize that this is not for me. And then I might switch again. And that's the fun of it. Like you get to choose. You are fully free to do whatever the heck you want. How exciting. You have your whole life. You don't have to pick one thing and move on with it. Like you can do whatever you want. To summarize, I have currently let go of my coding programming self. I talked about this in my paint with me video, if you're curious. That went deep into this development in my life. But I let go of that, and I am right now focusing my energy on growing these platforms, growing my YouTube, growing my Instagram, and also starting a life coaching business. So, hooray! How exciting! Next, I am a Pakistani girl with a Pakistani boyfriend. My parents still refuse to accept because they'd rather me marry back home. Been struggling for 2 years and nothing comes out of it. The topic doesn't come up anymore because they are avoiding it. What do I do? This is a difficult situation because you are already dating a Pakistani person. This is like your parents being like, no, we don't accept the person that you want to marry because it's up to us who you marry. Like you have no choice in this. Your life is not in your hands. Your life is in our hands because you are our daughter and you are our property. Like that is what the feel that I'm getting from this situation. And first of all, I'm really sorry that you have to go through that. That is really hard. But you already know, like your life is your own life and you have to take it into your own hands. Like, please, I know it's like way easier said than done, but you can't let them marry you off back home. Please build up the courage and strength to not let them do that. Whatever you have to do, I don't know what situation you're in because I don't have that much information. So I can't give you like exact steps. So please stand up for yourself. Please stand up for yourself because you fucking deserve to live in happiness. You fucking deserve to live your life exactly how you want to live. You really do. And you have a Pakistani boyfriend. Your parents they're so in the wrong. They're so in the wrong. I'm sorry. What you have to do right now is just stand up for yourself. That's what you have to do. I don't know what that's going to look like for you, but that's what you have to do. Please keep standing up for yourself. Do not give in. Do not let them marry you off back home because I know you don't want that because you're saying that you don't want that. Some people may want that, but you don't want that. If you follow through with what you don't want, you're going to be miserable. Please don't be miserable. Please stand up for yourself. I love you. If you're interested, if you go into my Instagram and you look in my bio, I have a link to a Facebook group. It's called Brown Girls Rising, and it's just a community of girls who are going through things similar to what we're going through, and I'm sure you're going to find a lot of support there. So please just stand up for yourself, please. I wish you all the best. I'm sending you so much love. Okay, last question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I don't know. Like, why would I care to think that far? Do you know how much can change in 10 years? Who knows? There's endless possibilities of where I can end up. All I wish for is that I'm happy and I'm doing what I want. I want to be in a life where I can do whatever the heck I want. I am not bound to anyone else. I'm not bound to any specific location. I am free. That's it. That's all I can say about where I see myself in 10 years. But other than that, it's like I can't wait to see how everything unfolds. And I'm so excited because I know, like, I'm at a place now where it's like I know every single year for me, every single day is just getting better and better and better because I have committed to making it better and better and better and improving my life more and more and more. And it's just, wow. I can't even like imagine how far I'm going to get in 10 years. But I feel like I will likely be still making some sort of videos or content somewhere, depending on whatever the platforms are out there. So find me and let's see what happens. Yay. Okay, and that's it. That is my second video. I am so tired. And I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you got what you needed from watching this video. If you have any more questions that were maybe provoked by the questions that you heard in this video, feel free to comment them down below. I will respond to as many as I can. Also, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you would like to keep up to date with me, and yeah, thank you for watching. I feel so grateful for this community that I'm creating. Like, I'm so happy. Thank you for being here. I love you. Bye.